When you're blue and kinda lonely too, you'll find a smile will go a long, long way. Though you're down, don't sit around and frown. A little smile will go a long, long way. Never grieve, just try to make believe the sky is blue, although you know it's gray. Don't you find it's just a waste of time? You'll find a smile will go a long, long way.
Well, welcome into, obviously, the Christmas edition of Ron and... Oh, no, I'm sorry. This is the Halloween edition of Ron and Jen's Great Escape. And that's what happens when you overprop stuff. But anyway, that's good. I
I'll
like
do
this.
that with my...
That's kind of spooky. It's like a trash can kind of a deal.
Ron, do you know who I am?
I do.
You do?
And I'm all set on insurance. I don't need any more insurance.
Bundle.
I'm good.
Bundle. We have to bundle your home and your car insurance. We have to bundle.
Flo.
I'm Flo.
That's a very, very good costume.
I love insurance. Look, wait,
Yeah,
over here.
it's nice.
Flo, a little name tag you like? Listen, the hair though, I don't know what happened. I put the wig on and it does.
Well, I think it comes with a hairnet too. I think that was part of the costume.
She doesn't wear a hairnet.
She doesn't?
In
I
the
don't know.
spots. Yeah,
Flo.
but it's so unruly. I mean, I like it a little more wavy,
It's
but
mysterious.
this is not my hair.
It's mysterious and
Did you know that?
ooky. It's altogether kooky.
This is not my hair.
No, it's not.
It's not. And so I'm Flo. Bundle.
Okay. So if you went to a party, that's all you do is tell people
yes.
to bundle.
Do you think kids will know? Because I'm going to, when
Well,
I pass out candy.
The fact that might be a giveaway. Progressive, I love insurance,
think
and a
it's-
Flo name
You
tag.
think a 10-year-old knows what?
Yeah, it's on. Well, come on. The Progressive ads are on every network every 15 seconds.
Okay, and
It doesn't matter.
What are you?
I'm.
The Jolly Green Giant?
No, I am true to my character. This is a glass of beer.
A glass of beer.
So this is lager. This is not, say, a nice pills. It's
Yeah.
a nice light. It's not a Sam
like
Adams
that.
kind
That's
of a thing.
good, right there.
Yes,
There.
this is my generic beer. So we have that for a little backup.
Well, happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Bundle.
Happy Halloween. And if you're looking for Chez St. Pierre, it's the one with the lights out.
That's right.
And we're out to dinner. Okay?
Yes.
So-
Well, not me. Him and his wife.
and just a little tip from your Uncle Ron and your Aunt Jen.
Yeah.
If somebody rings the doorbell, you open
yell,
up.
"Bundle."
You open. First you bundle. Then secondly, if you open the door, and there's a brown bag that's aflame, don't stamp it out.
Take your foot. Both feet.
That's one of the great SNL skits with Chris Farley, when
Did
he's the
anybody ever do
motivational
that?
speaker.
Did that ever
Oh
happen
God,
to
yeah,
anybody?
absolutely.
Listen, I've never had
Absolutely.
a bag on fire on my doorstep, but I've told this story on the radio. When I was on Cape and I was renting a cottage, I had neighbors and they were gone during the winter and everybody would let their dogs poop on their lawn.
That's terrible.
So because I had a dog, when they came back and
They
I was a
just
new
assumed.
person, they assumed that my dog was what the guy that lived there picked up all of the poop.
Put it in your mailbox.
No, and left it in a pile on my door going into my house.
Wow, that's not cool.
So I knocked on his door and I said, just this. Hi, how are you? Bundle. And then I said, did you put poop on my doorstep? And he said yes. And anyway, let's put it this way.
What a
The
brilliant-
cops were called.
Good, because
It
that
would
guy.
turn into a fiasco. There was drinking. There was crying. It was better than the cats. I wasn't drinking. Oddly enough, at that time, though I was still a drinker at the time, I was not drinking. But
Well,
it
you
was,
still had 364 other days.
Yes, I did. And it was, and those are great days to bundle. But no, so that's that story. Do you want
How
me
many
to
times
stop
are you going to
saying
go to the
bundle
well?
now?
I'm just wondering how many times you're going to go to the damn well.
Well, I can't dress like this every day and just scream. It's a great way to kill the clock, too.
It is.
You know,
Which
his
is
hair now, though, it's all
which
over.
is what we do best.
Yeah.
A couple of local stories here before we get into even more all things Halloween. This one must have lit up talk radio as Governor McKee signed legislation to give in-state tuition to undocumented students. I'm glad I'm not on the radio for that one. That headache, which I'm sure was, 9 hours long. Enough. Come out of the woodwork. They come out of the woodwork on stuff like that. That and abortion. Look out.
Yeah. Well, and I believe...
I go through a whole bottle of Excedrin when I was doing shows
Yeah.
with those.
It's those are tough days, but I believe the last time that I was on the radio when something went on like this, it was a question of how much money in-state kids that have to pay versus out-of-state
Right.
kids that are either, here legally or not legally, and they were actually paying less than in-state, tuition payers. And it was a big deal, and people were going crazy, and
but,
it won't end.
As we know so well, which topics are low and what we like to call low-hanging fruit.
Low-hanging fruit.
When you reach for that low-hanging fruit as a host or a hostess, expect exactly.
Yeah, expect what you get, because you're going to get what you get.
The only way a vampire gets in your house is if you invite them in.
Yeah.
How about that? Perfect
Bundle.
Perfect analogy for Halloween.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
That's right. Our Halloween edition. What episode is this? 54. Oh, sorry. That's a second.
This is just tragic. The city, the Providence Police, the overworked Providence Police, they want the city to close this Revel Lounge permanently. This thing, it's just like, it seems like there's a shooting there or a big fight there every other weekend. So they'd like to see that closed. That's right off Oxford Street, by the way. And as you know, not a lot of good things happen around that area after 1 o'clock in the morning. The supply chain issue continue, but people are urging calm. As Kevin Bacon did. That's enough of that. All right. Okay, I'll bring it back. You look very disappointed. There you go. It's back. She's smiling now. Remember in Animal House? That's Kevin Bacon's very first movie, where he's like, calm, or whatever he says, and then all the people trample him, right? And he's flat. Supply chain issues continue, but others are urging calm. President Biden says he's got everything under control, so don't worry about a damn thing. Ports agreeing to operate 24/7, he said. Others are saying he's capitulating to the unions. So I'll leave it up to you. But supply and demand, what a mess. What a mess. And lastly, economists are calling it the Great Resignation.
The Great Resignation.
What do you think that means?
COVID vax.
No.
Oh.
The fact that a record number of Americans have simply quit their jobs. No mas. They've had enough over the past several months. And, I mean, the numbers are just astounding. How many people are like, I ain't doing it no more. So it is tied in with COVID, of course.
Well, are they... I thought that when you quit a job, can you collect when you quit?
No, if you quit, no.
That's it?
You're not a victim. If you quit, Uncle Sam ain't going to pay you.
Yeah, well... Listen, I understand that. I mean, is there a demographic? Is there a certain...
It's industry-related. COVID burnout has hit very, very hard with workers in healthcare, restaurants, hotels, and stores.
I was about to
and they're
say.
quitting in droves.
Yeah,
And you and I know a manager of a local bar at a restaurant, and that we frequent for lunch often, and he's just bemoaning the fact that they can't find people to work.
Yeah.
In the restaurant industry, it's brutal, So if you indeed frequent and you have a favorite spot, have patience. They even have signs now on the door when you go in certain establishments. Please be patient because we're so horribly understaffed.
Yeah, and so many people. The thing is that they want to go back to where we were. And somebody was just texting me when I was coming down this way this morning, and I said it's never going to be the way it was.
No,
it won't.
No.
And so when you think of yesteryear, keep thinking about it, because that's it. That's all you're going to get. You're going to get thoughts.
That was then. This is now.
That's right. And so now you have to wait. Now you have to have a tremendous amount of patience. Mm-hmm. Now you have to show tremendous grace no matter where you go. And you're either going to behave or you're not. And when you don't, and someone's going to get it on video. Just remember that.
Yeah.
So.
And you know what? Behave, be nice, be patient.
I mean, what choice do you have? Be a jerk, cause a ruckus, embarrass yourself and your family, get on video, end up on YouTube, and then...
Feel free to relish the way it used to be,
yeah.
But that's it. Don't expect it to ever get back to that, because I really, really don't think it's going to. That's all I've got today.
That's it?
I want to try to stay in a Halloweenish theme.
Yeah, I'm trying
as we
hard
roll
to avoid
forward.
Hitting this.
I know.
I'm left-handed, so this is
away.
a problem.
I
This
took
is
it
why.
away.
You did. No, I mean, you were like my father there for a minute, and you took
Put your
it
hand
away.
out. See, I didn't do it. Okay. I resisted
He
slapping
took it
that
away,
hand.
but he put it back.
Did I pin it back?
Yeah, you did.
There you go.
Well, and I
see, this is why we can't have nice things, Flo.
I know. Listen, I know, and I mean, this is what happens when you don't bundle.
I'm beer.
You like that? Yeah, you are beer.
All right, let's move on.
You should go grab a beer while I'm doing.
I don't want to. No, I don't.
I mean, it's in the afternoon.
You said you were going to pick up that Sam Adams stuff. That's high test. Remember we did that story?
Oh, I did say
Hazel.
that. Well, you know why?
Oh, we did. We should have dressed Hazel up.
Hi, Hazel.
We should have dressed
Do you know
her
who
up.
I am? Do you care? Do you still know me? Hi. Are you going to bundle?
She doesn't need insurance. She's got me. Right.
Well,
And
listen,
Patty.
so I was looking for the Three Stooges beer.
They're all dead. Oh, I thought you meant.
Yeah, no.
No, they don't make it anymore.
I have all Flo's hair.
They don't make it anymore.
Well, I know. I'm trying to find you some. That's 20 years
It's going to
old.
be flat.
Yeah, well, I
have
think-
a bottle back there. We had it on one of the podcasts.
I want to get you a whole 6-pack. Anyway, it's time for Flo's News. You got it? Isn't that great?
Flo's news today. Does she have a
Flo's-
different theme? Hi, Hazel. Does she have a different theme song? Hazel, what you doing, buddy? What you doing back there? Okay.
It's time for Flo's News.
Who's that?
Which is the same thing as Jen's News, because I couldn't come up with anything
But it's in
real
costume.
quick. But I'm in costume. It's time for us all to bundle all over the United States. It's time for Flo's News. Yeah.
Bundalicious.
Bundalicious. That's what it is.
All right.
All right. What's in the news today, Ronzo?
I don't
dare
know.
ask
You
on
got
this
it.
Halloween episode.
What is in the news?
Katie Couric admits, folks, that she has. What has she admitted to?
We're staying on the
now?
witch theme. All right. That's good.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
She admits she has no relationship with reckless and callous Matt Lauer. Now, this is
Did she call him reckless and callous?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is a change
Yeah.
from an earlier interview.
Yep.
In portions of her book that she talked about when she said, I really didn't see him doing anything. I didn't know about it. I called him when it all happened because I cared about him. Yeah, well, now she's calling him reckless and callous because people came out and they sandblasted her on Twitter.
She's a
Returning
bully.
to the show that she had co-hosted for 9 years with Matt Lauer, former Today anchor Katie Couric revealed last week that she now has zero relationship with Lauer following his 2017 firing for sexual misconduct. And I just don't believe that.
I don't either. She's just trying to cushion things.
to, sell books and do all this stuff. But I don't believe it. Katie Couric, do you think her career's over? Or do you think like Keith Olbermann and some of the other folks that are out there? Oh, who's
I think
that?
she slides down to the Keith Olbermann level.
Who's the guy on CNN? Jeffrey Toobin.
Toobin.
He was how
He was tugging his tubing is what he was doing.
He was tugging his tubing on a live Zoom conference. It wasn't just with other. It was and naked, and he got his job back.
Little Jeffrey was out for all to see.
How does that happen? It happens, so maybe she'll get a job.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see this story? Mysterious radio waves are coming from the heart of the Milky Way, and they're baffling.
See? Still on the Halloween theme.
Yes.
Milky Ways.
Astronomers have detected mysterious radio waves coming from the center of the Milky Way, but so far they have no idea what's causing it. A team of scientists from across the world discovered this using the CSIRO radio telescope in Western Australia. Get this, Ziteg Wang, the lead author.
Oh, him.
Yeah, of this study and PhD student at the University of Sydney said in a recent press release that they initially believed it could be a spinning dead star called a pulsar, but its signal didn't match what they expected from those types of celestial objects. So now they're saying this very well could be a message
Calling
from
Art Bell.
somebody deep in space.
Calling coast to coast.
I'm telling you guys, they're priming, they're getting us ready.
Who's the host of that show now?
Oh, well,
Coast
it's
to
still
Coast?
George Norrie.
George Norrie.
But Ian Punnett does a lot, and George Knapp.
George Norrie.
And then they have a couple females that
right.
that are there. So, but
They're all over it, I'm sure.
George Norrie just signed a long-term contract.
Good for him.
Something for like 90.
It's a very unique product, and he
Yeah.
does it very well. Not as well as Art Bell, of course.
No,
but
he's lazy.
Yeah.
No, he does. He is so lazy, and I don't mean to be rude because I love the show.
bastard.
But so this is what happens. So this man will say, "Well, I was abducted by aliens, and after they anally probed me and brought me into the stars, they gave me a message." And this is what George Norrie would say: "Oh, how did you feel about all that?"
Yes.
Instead of,
what do you think?
instead of what was the message?
Right.
Can you give us more data? No,
Right.
it's almost like he's doing something else and then realizes he has to talk and says, "Was there a dog there?"
You know what the message was?
What?
Bundle.
Bundle. There you go.
That was the message.
That's true.
Alrighty.
That's you got to bundle it up, fans. So another day, another Adele announcement. This is a final story. For
She's
you.
a bummer.
Yeah, the singer is set to headline a 2-hour concert special on CBS that will also feature an interview with none other than
Oprah.
you get a car, and you get a car, and you get a car, and then you get to pay taxes on that car that you didn't anticipate.
But you can
Oprah
save on
Winfrey.
insurance if
You bundle.
you bundle with those cars.
You know what? If Oprah were doing that show today, do you
Oprah.
know what would happen?
Oprah.
This is what would happen if she was doing that show today. And you get toilet paper, and you get toilet
That's
paper,
true.
and you get toilet paper,
That's true.
beer, and everybody gets toilet paper.
And computer.
Yes!
And computer chips.
That's what would happen today. Yeah, so anyway, it's called Adele, One Night Only.
Thank God.
Set your DVRs for November 14th.
One long
At
bummer
8:30.
of a night.
Yeah, she's going
One
to
night
be
only.
talking about all kinds of exes
Perfect.
in her music.
Running
during
over
that
your
show.
pet dog. She's just a real uplifting
I
character.
waited, but you never came. Why don't you love me? Why did you break my heart?
As a singer, she's outstanding.
Oh, listen.
However,
Adele is unbelievable.
the subject matter is just such a bummer.
It's the same thing.
It's awful.
I was making meatloaf and you broke my heart.
Right, exactly.
I mean,
After you broke my heart,
we
somebody
bundled.
else broke my heart.
Yes,
after I
that's
bundled.
right.
Anything else in the crapper of Jen's news?
The crapper. Well, Adele's new record.
The
by
Cauldron.
way,
How's that?
it's called 30. Drops November 19th.
Yeah,
and
drops.
that is all I have.
Like
for
a
you.
hot load, it drops.
Oh no! I do have one more thing on this Halloween.
It drops like a big steaming cow flap.
Yeah, it does.
Boom.
Have you ever seen a hot steamer of a cow flap come
Sure,
out?
absolutely.
Like right then?
I milked a cow once.
Yeah, at Warwick Mall.
Yeah, Warwick Mall. I milked a cow when
In
I
the
worked
middle
for.
of Warwick Mall.
I
You
worked
really
for
did.
the Country Giant.
Why did you do that? Was it a
Yeah,
it
it was a
fundraiser?
contest. Yeah, it was a fundraiser. I milked a cow in the
Did you
center.
win?
No,
Oh.
it was was it Midland Mall? It was Midland Mall.
Midland Mall.
Midland Mall. Rhode Island Mall now, empty now, of course, for the most part. But yeah, I milked a cow. It's a strange experience, man.
Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah, I felt bad for the cow when I.
Well, you got to get on the cow's side too. You know, you
Yeah.
can't go in there with cold hands, or
No.
you know, you can go in with a warm heart, but not
Yeah,
cold
make
hands.
sure you have a beer. Anyway, hey, final story for you in Jen's news. William Shatner has responded
This
to
is great.
criticism
This is
from
great.
George Takei. Is that
is
right?
great.
Did I say it right?
Yes, as in toupee.
Yes. And Prince William. William Shatner is officially the oldest person, if you didn't hear the story, to go into space. And apparently not everyone is impressed, at least as we have previously discussed. George Takei and Prince William had things to say about it. Takei threw major shade at the Star Trek captain by saying that he's boldly going where other people have gone before as a guinea pig.
A fat guinea
A
pig.
fat guinea pig. He really did say that. And Prince William was basically saying, you know what, we should focus on other things than sending him up to space.
Get a job.
Yeah, I mean, Shatner responded to Prince William by saying there are more important things on Earth than to focus on space travel. And he says, by the way, William Shatner claims 50 plus years ago to George Takei, I took away a camera angle that denied him 30 more seconds of primetime TV. I'm giving it back to him now by letting him spew his hatred for the world.
Takei,
Takei.
as in toupee.
He is an angry guy.
Oh my.
I mean, he and Bette Midler, I don't know, and Deborah Messing, just those three are cut from the same cloth.
There's
They're just all angry.
There's my George Takei.
That was good.
Oh my.
That's kind of
Oh my, Howard.
Yeah, you know, that also sounds like a video game you sound like Leonard Nimoy, in a way. I played a game called Seaman, right, with Dreamcast, and Leonard Nimoy was the voice of it, and that's what he sounded like.
Do you know that Nimoy and Shatner had the same date for their birthday, and they had the same age?
Did they get along?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Well, I mean,
why does George? Seriously though, what is this thing with them?
I don't know. And sometimes I
Is
think
it
it's.
because he's gay, George Takei?
I don't know. You gotta
I mean,
ask.
I
that.
often wondered.
I don't
this.
know.
Is it, is that
Keep
the
it
issue?
gay, keep it gay, keep it gay.
Keep it gay.
That's the music they played
and bundled
when he
too.
was on the William Shatner roast in Comedy Central. When they introduced George Takei to come up to do his thing, that's the music they played from the producers. Keep it gay, keep it gay, keep it gay.
That thing, the comedy roast. That
All right.
I would never go on
Ooh,
that.
right
I
there.
would be so afraid. If you
Well,
think,
you do have the last say if you're the roastee.
Yeah, but still, imagine this was all done before cancel culture.
I know.
I mean, imagine putting like Lizzo up there now.
No.
No,
No,
I know.
no.
She wears a see-through dress, and you can see, everything, and then she cries because people have something to say about it. I don't understand. I mean, she literally did that. She wore a see-through dress with tassels on her breasts.
Yes.
And then you could see everything. Everything. There was no mystery. And people weren't exactly kind. Some were great and some weren't. And she cried.
All right. So William Shatner getting back at
2
George
bonus
Takei.
stories for you.
There you go.
That's
All right.
it.
That's it. Now we turn to, hey, where did that come from?
Hey, where did that come
You
from?
know, stuff that we say on a regular basis, but we never give it much thought.
Yeah.
You know, why do we do it? Why do they say Roger and then Wilco to confirm a radio message? Roger, Wilco.
Yeah, I've never done that.
We go back to the Second World War again.
Yeah.
U.S. Navy used the phonetic alphabet to clarify radio messages. It began Alpha, Baker, Charlie, Dog, and went on to include Roger for the R. Now, because R, or Roger, is the first letter that it received, it confirmed that the message was understood. On the other hand, Wilco is the standard military abbreviation for will comply.
Oh.
Didn't know that. So Roger, Wilco, and I'm out.
Isn't that interesting?
When it comes from where did that come from? Now,
Yeah.
we're on a mission to debunk
Right.
a lot of different beliefs,
That's
which
right.
we call what?
Contrary to popular belief.
How's that for a setup?
False facts revealed.
All right. Lay it on me.
All right. Well, would you just address me?
Flo.
Thank you.
Lay it on me, Flo.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Do you think Dracula was a real person?
I
or
think
just a movie
Dracula was
person?
a real person.
Yeah, a lot of people think he's just a movie guy. He actually was a real person.
Mm-hmm.
Irish author Bram Stoker named Count Dracula his fictional vampire after Prince Vlad
The
IV,
Impaler.
right?
Yep.
The brutal tyrant who ruled the region south of the Transylvanian Alps from 1456 to 1462. And during those 6 years, Vlad IV, the son of Vlad Dracul, executed thousands of people by impaling them on pointed stakes, earning him the nicknames the Impaler and Son of the Devil. He also
Hazel.
Stoker also based his 1897 novel Dracula on the vampire legends that probably arose in reaction to the thousands of savage executions Vlad IV committed.
Dracul.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Stoker. I said Stroker.
It's Bram Stoker.
Stoker.
Bram Stoker.
Yeah. Well, I probably said Stroker because of the CNN.
Yeah, it went back to Jeffrey Toobin. He would have said that.
I mean,
Did you read the latest
it only makes sense.
by Bram Stoker? He got Hazel all upset. All right. Before we put the
What
instrument
a
on.
great answer on Jeopardy.
Yes.
By the way, last thing before you put on your device, I watched Jeopardy. How do you say her? Mayim. How do you say her last name?
I don't know, but she's good.
Okay. See, she's not.
I like her.
I thought that I'd like her. I liked. She laughed at a contestant, and I thought she was so boring.
Really? I thought
she
she did a
was
pretty
going to be more of Amy Farrah Fowler on The Big Bang Theory.
Big Bang Theory. Yeah.
Yes.
No, she's an actual scientist, which surprised me. God bless you, Flo.
See, but this is what happens when you do, a live podcast.
And when you have a wig on that's
yeah, and
made
it's going
of,
up my nose.
God knows what it's
and
made
it's
out
itchy, and I have big nostrils, so
All
it's
right.
going straight up there.
Now,
Yeah.
these are the people, the authorities we should listen to when it comes to Halloween.
Yes.
The kids, when we ask about candy.
Yeah.
The best Halloween candy according to kids.
Yes.
It's a YouGov poll. They ask kids 8 to 14 to choose their favorite Halloween candy, pitting treats as well as candy alternatives. We did this recently. I just want to reinforce it.
yeah,
But
I was going to say, Ron,
candy alternatives.
You're having a senior moment. We already
The
did
kids
that.
don't care about candy alternatives. You
No,
give them
they
candy.
No, they don't.
You give them candy, and
That's
the top
right.
the top 5: Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, number 1, but the adults always steal those. Then M&M's, Milky Ways. There you go. We did a Milky Way story. Hershey's milk chocolate bars and Kit Kats. And what did we say? Twix for Rhode Island.
Yeah. I'm
was
not a huge Reese's
numero
fan.
uno. They're okay. You know,
Yeah.
what's your favorite candy bar?
I mean,
Do you have a favorite candy bar? You eat a lot of the junky stuff, though.
yeah, I
This
eat a
crap.
lot of gummy stuff and,
Yeah.
junk like this.
I like the
crap like that.
$100,000 bar. Remember that?
Yeah, if I had to pick one, it'd be the Reggie, but they don't make that anymore.
They don't make the Reggie bar anymore.
So now I'm moving on to whatchamacallits.
Whatchamacallits.
Yeah.
All right. But stay away from the caramel at our age because
Well, I
it
used to
rips
like,
your fillings out.
seriously, this wig is making my head so itchy. I used to like Walikos, but
Walikos. Okay.
it's coconut.
Yeah.
Mr. Caldwell used to give us full Waliko bars. We used to race down to his house with our little buckets. And by the way, what's the last costume that you wore as a kid? Can you remember?
As a kid, no.
Yeah.
No. I
No?
can't. As a
Remember
kid, I
when
can't remember.
We used to was a very thin little piece of, sort of elastic, and you had a plastic mask, and you would just put that on, and you had a plastic suit, and it would come in a box. Do you remember that? And you
Yeah,
used to be able
okay.
to see through it? Yeah. I think I was either a Frankenstein or a stormtrooper. I don't remember. One of those.
One or
Because
the
the
other.
dog ate my costume. So I think I ended up being Frankenstein. I remember it being so lame.
Shortly after the dog ate your homework.
Yeah, no, she really did. She ate Duchess. That was her name. And she was a Cocker Spaniel. And she ate my costume. And I flipped out because it was the day of Halloween. And there was nothing left.
Aw.
So my mom raced to the drugstore. It
Yep.
was called, it was a drugstore in Woonsocket. I can't even actually. I'll remember it when I'm driving.
A mom
home.
and pop place?
Yes,
Yeah.
it was a mom and pop place, and she got me 3 choices, and they were all. It was a witch, Frankenstein, or
Stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Or state,
no, the stormtrooper got eaten.
And of course, you were 32 at the time. That's the most interesting part of
Yeah,
the story.
that's the sad part
Now you know. All
The
right.
rest.
All right.
of the story.
So we're going to stick with Halloween?
Yeah,
All right,
of
we'll close it
course.
out with Halloween.
All right, are you guys ready? Well, clearly we are for Halloween. Halloween is just around the corner, okay? And after the pandemic forced all of us to pretty much sit the holiday out last year, many folks are looking forward to the return of this bundle of the spooky holiday. That's like Flo on steroids right there. I'm sorry. A new survey finds that 36% of Americans expect Halloween to be more fun this year than last year. 65% of you are planning to celebrate Halloween this year. When it comes to Halloween spending, 36% of Americans plan to spend more than last year. 38% will spend about the same. 18% will spend less. And things that consumers plan to spend money on this Halloween, get this, 49% of you are going to buy a costume for your pet. That's great. 76% of you are going to have parties in your houses.
Ooh, I don't know. That's a high number.
Yeah. 21% will have yard and home decor, and only 10% are passing out candy. I don't know. Kids are going to be sad. But 76% of people are going to be throwing parties and drinking it up.
One question. Addams Family or Munsters?
That was the Munsters.
No, that was the Addams Family. I'm asking you,
Oh.
Addams Family or Munsters? Which one? Which one do you like? Addams Family or Munsters? This is our holiday Halloween version of Ginger or Mary Ann.
Yes.
Addams
Addams
Family
Family.
or Munsters?
I like the Addams Family.
Me too, because
I
it's
do.
extremely well written.
This was our Halloween episode on crack. This was bad.
There are 2 cast members still alive from
Yeah.
the Addams Family TV show. John Aston, who's over 90 years
That's
old
crazy.
now, and Lori, whatever her last name, she was
That's
Wednesday.
good.
She was Wednesday.
Yeah.
Loring. That's Lisa Loring.
Well,
Pugsley's not with us anymore.
Pugsley's not with
No,
us
Pugsley checked out at a young age.
Well.
And at the Munsters, I believe one of the young daughters is still alive, one of the actresses. But I know that Eddie Munster's still with us. Butch
Oh, really?
Patrick. Butch Patrick is still with us.
anymore.
yes.
He's not good looking.
No, he's Eddie Munster.
Yeah, and listen, I would just like to say, everybody have a wonderful and safe holiday.
Yes.
Make sure that you check all your kids' candy before they eat it. And if you really want to make your kids cry, or if parents want to laugh, there's a great video on YouTube. These 2 parents, they lied to their little one.
Jimmy Kimmel runs that every year.
Oh, they said that they ate
the
all of
candy.
the kids' candy,
Yep.
and the kid flips out. And I know it sounds super
It's incredibly funny.
mean, but it's really, really
It's incredibly funny. Jimmy
It
Kimmel does that every year.
Oh my God, it's
So
hilarious.
just do yourself a favor, Google that. Go on YouTube and just put in Jimmy Kimmel, I stole the kids' candy. It's good stuff.
Do you think Flo will go as me this year?
There's always a chance. There's always a chance. Have a safe Halloween. Enjoy yourself and be nice.
And bundle.
Bundle.
You'll find a smile will go a long, long way.